Despite the conditions, the captain's asking the openers to pad up. Might be a costly decision. The bowlers will fancy their chances of early wickets.
OK, everything looks set to get this match underway. The new ball will get some movement, and the openers are going to have to be wary of that. Onto the front foot, super shot, should be 4.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward and dispatches it to the boundary.
I didn't feel there was too much wrong with that last delivery. They just need to keep the ball in the right areas and the rewards will come. Nearly gets the edge. Abbas with a great delivery there. Oh, my word, that is huge. Middle, that's a monster of a shot.
Well, enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Straight to the fielder. Over the infield with a cracking shot.
Well, that was timed very, very well. Great shot, driven down the ground and flew over the boundary.
Rizwan, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Doesn't beat the infield. Misses everything. Playing all their shots in that over, a very expensive over.
End of the first and an exceptional start. Some big shots early on. Can build some momentum easily off that over.
The right-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the south end. No, no, no. Terrible shot. Shot straight past the bowler. Could well be 4.
That showed great skill. Lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading.
Tried something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that too much. If they get it right, they just might get that wicket. Great shot, wide of mid-on, and that'll run away for 4.
Well, the delivery was poor. Still needed to be put away, though. And what a lovely shot to find the boundary.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, round about off stump. That'll force a mistake. That is huge, enormous, massive, gigantic. Take your pick.
Hit that so hard. Pressed forward, got the body shape right and launched it. One for the textbook.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key here. Oh, that's a terrific shot. Does not need to run for that. Straight down the ground. 4 runs.
Really good scoring. That's 10 from 2 deliveries, making the bowler pay. That was an impressively timed boundary. How will the bowler respond?
Nice bowling.
End of the over, a huge momentum swing. 18 runs coming from it. Peshawar, 33 for none.
Tremendous start. Bowlers have been asking questions and they've answered with full honours.
Off the middle of the bat.
That showed great skill and lovely timing. The boundary was the only place it was heading. Full and good night. just leant on that, didn't have to do much, and got 4. Bit of shape on the way through. Ayub happy just to watch it go by.
Wow, that's missed the lot. That sounded good. It sounded really good. That's the maximum. It's gone 12 deep into the crowd.
Great shot for 6. Moving along nicely and starting to really build this innings.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. 10 runs added there. Peshawar a 43 for none. Mohammed from the south end. Goes through it. It's high in the air. Fielder coming around, but it looks like it'll carry.
That was a lovely flowing drive through the covers to pick up the 4.
Mohammed shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now. Got forward and that's racing to the boundary. No point running.
Starting to hit their stride. A fabulous piece of timing, and they're into the 20s. Might look to go big again here.
Finds the fielder with that shot. Needs a direct hit. That looks gone. Oh, great run out.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
Lots of pressure coming in the bat. We'll have to wait just a little bit longer to face their first ball, though. Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary. Showed good composure to wait on that slower ball and find room to get the 4 runs. Just a fantastic shot.
The right-arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the north end.
That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Winds up but misses. Looks like they went a bit too early on that shot. Oh my, that's just flown off the middle.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going. 6th last ball. How will the bowler reply?
That's huge. That's a biggie. It is out of here. Absolutely smoked off the bat.
All the way. Got it right out of the middle.
Having been hit for consecutive boundaries, really interested to see how they can bounce back with the next ball. End of the over, 14 runs coming from it. Peshawar a 69 for 1.
Strike rate was excellent. Now they can really get stuck into rotating the strike and setting up a massive score.
Oh, whack! Pick the bones out of that. It's gone for a maximum.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Seven runs added there. Peshawar a 76 for 1. Willie, the pace bowler, coming into the attack.
Multan.
Oh, now then, that's high in the air. Batters should get a few here.
That's just a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important is just focus on getting the next delivery right. The bowler looks really confident. Smacks that away through the gap.
That was a lovely strike down the ground. Managed it so easily.
Can't afford to go too full again. It does help to switch up your deliveries, just to keep them guessing. Rocks back and dispatches that with absolute disdain. Just beats the infielder though.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well-timed, and 4 runs.
15 runs added there. Peshawar a 91 for 1.
It's been non-stop action tonight. Every plan for the batters has been dismantled with almost a level of disdain.
Does very well to quickly get across to this one.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders. Can he come back with a dot ball?
Great shot.
Yep. And
That's just silly. The power on that shot is incredible. That's the sort of shot you want to see at a cricket match.
Ayub has gotten the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. Perfectly timed. End of the over. Peshawar 105 for 1.
A poor delivery, and you don't pass up chances like that. Crashed away for 4.
Jordan back on now.
Bowler into the attack.
And caught deep mid-off with a simple catch. Out! What a screamer.
This innings just cut short before it really flourished. Looks like it would have been moving to a big, big score. Not to be.
Number 4 for Peshawar.
Really wound up for that. Ball seemed to come onto the bat quicker than he thought. Kohler Cadmore ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps. Straight drive, mid-off will cut that one off. And gone. Brilliant catch. Didn't time it at all and mid-on with an easy catch.
The trudge back to the pavilion, a disappointing display in the end for someone with such skill. This goes down as a fail.
Please give him a warm welcome.
Onto that early, that could be 4.
No point running for that one. It was a 4 the moment it left the bat. Beautiful shot off the front foot.
Oh, wow. That is out of here. That could be out of the ground.
Too much width and got the full treatment. You just got to stand and admire.
Back-to-back boundaries. Can they make it 3 in a row and really put the bowler on the back foot? Huge. That has flown.
Oh, there you go. A no ball. Maybe just trying a little too hard. Just need to get more control back.
Didn't keep the foot behind the line. That could be costly with a free hit for the batter now. Drive straight down the ground. Mid-on will collect that one though.
This is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary.
That's the end of the over. Just magical batting. Nothing the bowler can do other than watch the ball go all over the ground. Willie back into the attack. That sounded good. That sounded really good. That's a maximum. It's gone 12 deep into the crowd.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
That's going a long way. What a shot.
That was seen so early. The timing was brilliant, and that is stayed hit. Fantastic. A good innings, that's 50. A simple raise of the bats. Thumbs up to their batting partner, and they're ready to go again.
It's up in the air again, and that's 6 more. 3 maximums on the trot. Ayub has got a fire lit under them now.
Hit that one on the up. A fabulous drive for 6.
Nearly gets the edge. Willie with a great delivery there. Now the batter's made a bit of a meal of that delivery. And that's the end of the innings. Peshawar have set a target of 148 runs. This is a massive total to chase. You have to stay positive, but the openers are going to have to get at it straight away. There can't be any settling in.
Wood coming in. Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Edged, unplayable. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Oh, they took off for a moment, but decided against it. Good decision, I reckon. Can't get that outside the ring field. Perfectly timed. Over, Multan, a 9 for none.
I'm now on 9.
Yeah, big opportunity. They've worked really hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get a big score on the board. Going with pace now. Smacks that away through the gap. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. Over the infield with a cracking shot. That's fine work by these two, putting the pressure back onto the fielders. Great shot. Gets a hold of that and places it through square leg.
4 runs. They were so still at the crease. Just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shot. How will the bowler respond?
Edge, but it drops safely. End of the over. 12 runs coming from it. Multan, 21 for none.
It's such a massive target. Even dropping off a fraction this early on could be hard to regain momentum.
Drive straight down the ground. Mid-on will collect that one though. Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away. Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment. Beats the field with a great shot. End of the over. 8 runs coming from it. Multan, 29 for none. Salman from the south end. Edged. Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Finds the fielder with that shot. Good catch, out! Cut away, and that's a great catch at point. What a catch!
Trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end for someone with such batting skills. This one goes down as a fail.
For the Multan Sultan.
Edge, amazing delivery. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Edged it. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. That's the over. Multan, 33 for 1.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot.
The right armour is coming on to bowl from the north end. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Massive outside edge. Caught the outside edge, but it flies through the vacant area and there'll be some runs had here. Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary.
A little bit of wobble on that ball. It's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot though.
That's a strong appeal. What's the umpire's decision?
Charles watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
Bowler and fielders look really confident.
As they head back to the pavilion, they'll be wishing they went about this innings a little differently. Not too much to speak of on the scoreboard.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled. Cuts that off well in the infield. 8 runs added there. Multan a 41 for 2. The right arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the south end. Bowled! What a way to start the over.
A long walk back to the pavilion. This has not been a good knock. Not what you'd expect from someone of this skill level.
A difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to settle themselves in before facing their first ball. Beautiful timing there off the front foot. It's racing away. The fielder out in the deep has some serious work to cut it off.
Didn't need to bother about running with timing like that.
Drilled that one away. Misses everything. Couldn't get it through the field. Multan weren't given much of an opportunity there. A very tidy over. Goes over the top with that shot.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection. Can he come back with a dot ball?
Goes for it. It's high in the air. Fielder coming around, but it looks like it'll carry.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Azam, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
That was a lovely flowing drive through the covers to pick up the 4.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important, just focus on getting the next delivery right. Does very well to quickly get across to this one. Massive outside edge. With the completion of that fine over, the batters are going to have to take some risks from here on in.
The batters are working the strike around, picking gaps for boundaries, but they might need to start taking some chances in the back half of the innings to keep in touch.
Into the gap and finds the boundary. Wonderful shot for 4.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary. How will he reply? Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Perfectly timed. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Onto the front foot, super shot, should be 4.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, and dispatches it to the boundary. Might look to go big again here.
Power and precision in that shot.
That really wasn't a great delivery. Seen early, and it was dispatched with a plum.
Oh, what else do they have in their bag of tricks? Just not much seems to be working. At the moment. That's 4 all the way. Beautiful shot.
Yeah, too wide. It was there to be hit, and it was really given the treatment.
Huge over. 20 runs at it there. Multan are 81 for 3.
With the field spread out, the batters have done really well finding boundaries and running, but the required rate still climbed. If they can stay the course for the next few overs, they could launch and really attack this total.
That's going a long way. What a shot.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous.
It's another one. Same result. 2 maximums in a row.
Well, that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for 6. Will it be 3 boundaries in a row?
Thick edge. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. Great shot. Pulled straight to backward square leg though.
A little bit of wobble on that ball. It's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot though.
Huge edge. End of the over, 13 coming from it. Multan, a 94 for 3.
Kept the heat on throughout this innings so far. Really good batting. The next few overs could tell the tale of just how big this score will be.
Bowled, perfect Yorker, brilliant bowling.
It's another wicket, the 4th now. Sometimes you've just got to accept that you couldn't do anything about a delivery.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes charging out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up. Wow, that's missed a lot.
They really need a boundary, this ball.
Shah, stand and deliver. Holds the pose as the ball goes straight over the bowler. 6 more.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
That's a big one, a maximum. Away she goes. If you lose the pictures, it's because it's hit the broadcast truck.
All the way, got it right out of the middle.
Cracking shot, over pitch and got what it deserved. That's 4 more.
Ers on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away.
Yeah, it can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes, though, you just got to accept it and move on. 2 straight and punch through the leg side, mid-wicket in hot pursuit.
Starting to hit their stride. A fabulous piece of timing, and they're into the 20s. That's the match. It looked like too many runs were needed in that final over, and so it has proved to be. Great bowling, brilliant win.
That's the end of our broadcast for now. Hope you enjoyed